I'm Cape Joel, and this is Comic Smack, your weekly, daily, all the time, anytime comic book show where I give you your fix of everything you need to know from the world of comic books and superheroes. And on today's show, we are taking a closer look at Teen Titans issue number 8, part 2 of the ongoing Lazarus contract. Will Slade Wilson be able to reverse his fortune and travel back in time via the Speed Force? Well, let's hop on in together and find out, shall we? Alright then, so as the comic opens up, we check on in with Kid Flash, aka Wally West 2. He's feeling rather disillusioned right now with his mentor, Barry Allen. You see, recently Kid Flash found out that his long-lost father was actually Daniel West, aka the new Pt.2 incarnation of the Reverse Flash. The kid's pretty torn up about it, but worse still, he's upset at Barry for lying to him. This being the reason why he spent so much more time in San Francisco than over in Central City. I mean, also, San Francisco is just a cool city with great ice cream. It's when he returns home he ends up coming face to face with Slade Wilson, the master of child luring. Deathstroke knows that Wally is a major gearhead, and so he plies him with a cherry red awesome muscle car for him to fix and go in rides with. You know, it's funny, if you've been reading the Deathstroke book, I made fun of the fact that Tanya Spears, a former Teen Titan, wasn't able to pick out Deathstroke from a crowd, but at least she had the excuse of being a member for only a very short amount of time. Kid Flash has been a Teen Titan for longer now, and he still doesn't know what Deathstroke looks like. You think when you join that team, they give you a big 8x10 with the words scrawled across it, "Hey, don't trust this guy with the eye patch." Now back over with Damian Wayne Robin and the rest of the Teen Titans, they're desperately trying to track down their missing friend. They hit upon the idea that whoever took him also messed with the transmitter that Damian put on his team. Yeah, he's just a little paranoid Damian Wayne, keeping track of all members of his team at all times. Further complicating things is Dick Grayson and the actual Lazarus contract itself. Yeah, what does Lazarus contract even mean? Well, we find out in this issue. It's a contract that came back from the dead. Well, that all checks out. Only as we discover, it was a contract entered into by Nightwing and Deathstroke, a fact that he was keeping from his own team, the Titans. Robin and his group of Teen Titans show up at Titans Tower to try and share information, and he gives Dick the once-over about keeping secrets from the people closest to him. What a Batman move, am I right? Now back over with Deathstroke and the two Flashes, Slade attempts to give Wally the same pitch that he gave the other Wally about how if he just lets him use the Speed Force to travel back in time and save the life of his son Grant, he swears up and down that he'll never kill again. He further sweetens the deal that if Wally 2 is able to do this for him, then he'll actually manage to have one over on the other Flashes. He'll have defeated Deathstroke, something that no other Flash can say they did. Kid Flash is still pretty apprehensive about the whole thing. I mean, he knows a supervillain when he sees one, but at the same time, Deathstroke tries to show him just how messed up his own personal life is by taking him on an almost Ghost of Christmas Past style look at everything that's been going on with the Wilson family, be it his daughter in the hospital in critical condition, be it his son in rehab or his other son in the graveyard. Deathstroke, I should probably mention, is able to travel around with Kid Flash at supersonic speeds due in fact to his new Icon suit. If you haven't been reading the current Deathstroke book from Christopher Priest, all you need to know is the Icon suit can pretty much do anything the writers need it to do, including this. The united force of the Titans and Teen Titans managed to stop arguing for a bit to mount a rescue mission for their two speedsters. It's along the way Jackson Hyde and the other Aqualad converse about his unique biology. Garth tells Jackson that once all this is said and done, he wants to help him better understand where he comes from in the world. However, both teams are shocked when they discover that they've shown up much too late, and Deathstroke already has everything he needs to go back in time. Yeah, it turns out he didn't actually need any of the Flashes at all. He just needed to stall for time long enough for his Icon suit to siphon off some Speed Force energy from Kid Flash, and now he has everything he needs, and a slick new costume to boot as the comic winds down. So there you have it, everybody, Lazarus Contract Part 2, and while I did enjoy it, I'd be lying if I said this issue didn't have as much, if not more, setup than the first part did. I mean, I can respect them trying to get people up to speed who haven't been reading Titans, Teen Titans, and Deathstroke, but at the same time, I have, and it's just like, hey, can we get on with the story, please? Now, that being said, there's clearly a lot of interest around this story, so I get the feeling a lot of people do feel rewarded with this. I also can't help but have a problem with how Kid Flash Flash is being portrayed right here, right now. He's kinda dumb, kinda reckless, kinda like his CW TV counterpart this season. Then again, I thought Percy did a really good job rehabbing him here in the Teen Titans book. On the upside though, the book looks really good. I love what they do with the shadows in this book, how Wally's shadow continually starts to twist and change and look more and more like the Reverse Flash. And I mean, if this is the beginning of Wally breaking all ties with the Titans and eventually going to join Deathstroke's own team, then I guess they're doing a pretty good job so far. Overall, I'd give this issue a 7 though. It was enjoyable, but still kind of a step down from the first issue. So there you go everybody, the Lazarus Contract Part 2. I hope you enjoyed it, and while I have your attention, why not check out some of the other events I covered this week on the channel, from The Button to Secret Empire. Want to keep up on all the Titans books coming out and the next part of Lazarus Contract? Well, there's no better way to do that than to follow me on Twitter at CapeJoel. I also have a Facebook page and many other social media feeds. And hey, if you want to catch up on any of these Titans books in trades, might I recommend checking out bookdepository.uk. It's no joke my favorite place for buying comic book trades, and if you buy using my link down in the description below, not only will you get a great deal, but a small percentage of your sale will go to support me and the channel. So you win, I win, everybody wins, I tell you. And until next time, this has been CapeJoel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in another video. Bye-bye.